Yo, 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 check, check. It's your boy Teezy. Little late night stream. You know what I'm saying? Do the fuck popping. Check Wayno out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Give you a real quick reaction, man. We getting straight
Right now, at McDonald's, you can get a McChicken meal.
Ooh. I ain't like that.
Sign of the video.
Hell yeah. I ain't like that at all. Man, kind of tripping.
Deal for $5.
Ooh.
Or a McDouble meal deal for $6. So there's something for everyone. Get more value with your meal deal.
Yo, this Chris Blake Griffith dude, he is outrageous. I feel as the more we get closer and closer to him going to court, his layers being peeled back, and the more you listen to him, the more he sound ridiculous. But before we get started, you know what I need. Subs, likes, hypes, I bet. Man, how many of y'all is out here right now f***ed up? I got something for y'all, and it's called Current. I'm actually jacking the app, and that's why I partnered up with them. Current is an online banking app. You can get up to a $750 paycheck advance if you qualify. Bill card helps you build up to 80 points on your credit score in like 6 months. All of that, don't worry.
But that nigga, he had ran up on the young boy. Not the young boy, but he ran up on the other nigga. And his brother done beat him down and shit. He tried to holler at the nigga and shit. The nigga turned him down. So Stephon Diggs got mad. Yeah, you heard right. Stephon Diggs tried to holler at that nigga. Stephon Diggs tried to holler at that nigga. That nigga turned that nigga down. And that nigga fucked around. Got down, had that nigga beat up. Had crazy work. Crazy work.
So he beat a nigga up because he wouldn't give him no booty?
Pretty much.
Somebody need to get that nigga knocked off. He a danger to society.
No, you can't say that on YouTube. You can't say that on YouTube, bro. Chill out.
Well, somebody need to get him knocked off on GTA Live. On GTA. You know what I'm saying? We need him gone on GTA Live.
Word.
Current has got you covered. Current, can't go wrong. So you would think a person who faced a traumatic situation where they was violated, disrespected, a person made a sexual pass at you, a person that you once called a friend, you would think that you would wait and chill and not do as much talking. Now, he had been doing a whole lot of talking prior. He done went to Tasha K. He done did Academic Stream. He done went to the Danza Project. He done went to every and anybody who will listen to what he has to say. And while we are making jokes of it, because it still is jokes. Don't get it twisted. The shit is still wild because I'm like, yo, bro, you got to be clout chasing on a nasty level. Because now he done went to Vlad. TMZ done ran down on him. And as he speaks and as he tells stories, it's a common thread. Why everybody that you fall out with or the people we hear you fall out with, you accuse them of being gay or being sus? Why do you keep having money trouble and money problems everywhere you go? Listen up as he describes how he feels about what he's going through and how we should wait for his day in court. Nigga, you the one that keep talking.
Cardi in her rant, where she called me a light-skinned lizard and all of the above, God bless her, she spoke about the fact that I got a son. And I honestly feel like that's projection to a certain degree because she shares a son with the individual whom I'm, going to court against, and she got to wear these allegations and her kid got to wear these allegations. But in reality, my face got stomped out. I almost did not make it home to my babies, and by way of God's grace and my strategic mind, I made it home. So why would I play these games in the regard of, oh, I'm gonna get you on some street or I'm gonna get you how you want me to get you? It don't work like that. So what I do, I called the authorities, they dragged their feet, eventually they heard me. I got representation, and here we are, and I'm gonna have my day in court where the truth will shine bright in front of a judge and jury, and then we'll revisit and have proper conversations in that regard.
It's not projection, it's bias. Of course she's gonna be biased to some extent because that's her baby father. But then he says about, calling the authorities. And I believe that. Y'all niggas should call the authorities. If you know that you don't want to fight, if you know that you're not trying to take it on no other level, call the police. But then he says that he almost didn't make it home. Bro,
Yeah, rest in peace, Alley Boy, man. Rest in peace, Alley Boy, man. Shout out to Big Bang Black, man. All prayers going out to Alley Boy family, his kids. You know what I'm saying? Bank. You know what I'm saying? They were close as hell. You know what I mean? So, you know what the fuck.
They ain't do nothing but whoop your ass. Like, stop it. You acting like they held a knife to your neck or they held you at gunpoint or something like that. All you did was get jumped. Let me tell you something, man. If you get jumped, I mean, they ran down on him in the elevator. But if you get jumped, just run. I got jumped before when I was younger. And I thought, nah, I ain't gonna run. I'm gonna fight everybody. And it's very overrated. Don't get your ass beat. But let's go back to what Cardi said about calling him a lizard. Now, this shit is dumb funny. And the reason why she calling you a lizard is another derogatory term for calling a man gay. But listen to why she called him a lizard and how she's describing the things that she said about him.
Light skin albino.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down to your exact
address. So now geeked up, bro. I get caught
Came
up
on
on
the
them
internet
ass,
and
bro.
told a story 3 different times. The first time was, I asked this nigga for some money, you know, like he was my people, and he came and whispered in my ear, like, oh, you want the money, you gotta do this, this, and that. Then when your story wasn't getting picked up how you wanted it to get picked up, you juiced it up and you spiced it the fuck up. And now it's, oh yeah, he pulled out, yeah, he was high and he pulled out his meat. You said 2 different stories. And what the crazy shit is that bloggers and people that's supposed to be making their research are not even doing their research to see how this man did the story 2 different. He pulled out, you juiced it up and you spiced it the fuck up. And now it's, oh yeah, he pulled out, yeah, he was high and he pulled out his meat. You said 2 different stories. And what the crazy shit is that bloggers and people that's supposed to be making their research are not even doing their research to see how this man did the story 2 different sides. Said the stories 2 different ways.
Now, I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. It ain't so much about
Why the
doing
fuck
the
I just
research
hit
and all
the...
that about a situation like this.
See yourself,
Bro, why did I just hit the vape backwards, dog? I did ass it, bro. Nigga eating ass on stream. Pause. No Diddy.
We know that he full of shit. It's just funny and it makes for jokes because Stephon Diggs do a lot of such shit. But let's go back to him because he explains more and further. Now he says, oh, well, I got my day in court and we'll have it there and all of that. But he continues to do press. I feel like he's a person that is finally getting his moment. This nigga wanted to be famous his whole life. And now this is the way he's reaping the benefits, or this is the way he's pushing his fame. Now, I don't know who's going to work with him after this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more that we'll get into once we start covering the Vlad portion. But just listen to him and just his outlandish things that he says regarding his situation.
Videos that you posted on Instagram with the robbery and all of that.
Yeah.
So are you saying that he was behind this? That he set this whole thing up?
That's my belief. That's my belief, and I believe that a judge and jury with the proper evidence and discovery will be able to see that, see it the way that I saw it.
Were you able to get his phone records?
Yeah, with the text messages.
With the text messages, were investigators able to come up with that? Because there's got to be a text thread of somebody telling somebody something.
I think that when trial begins,
okay, you can't say everything. I get that.
I can neither confirm or deny, but I feel like the truth behind all elements of this matter will shine bright in the court of law.
Right. And how are you doing, like...
I'm gonna be 100, man. Niggas be... One thing I noticed about niggas, dog, niggas be talking too damn polished. And they be straight up capping. I'm gonna keep it 100. But at the same time, some niggas get on their proper shit when they did their due diligence and they is ready for that court date and they know the outcome. You dig what I'm saying? So some niggas wear that shit on their sleeve, but some niggas hide behind that character. You dig what I'm saying? So you never know. That's what make it all funky and shit. I ain't even gonna cap. What you think, bro?
I mean, well, I ain't gonna hold you. Stephon Diggs known for being a booty bandit. So,
How? What? Like, elaborate on that real quick.
well, let's just say he known for being curious when it comes to the man's side. You feel me? So I wouldn't say it's far fetched to assume maybe he just feel like he already got it in the bag. He already know what he's gonna do. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
that's
But
wild.
I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You never know.
and that's a wild thing to say about a grown man. That's
Hey,
that's
it's not wild if it's true.
no what I'm saying. If it's true, it's wild as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's not true, you know what I'm saying? Crazy word.
We shall see.
Mentally, because like there's just so
Man, I'm in
much
therapy
online.
3 times a week.
Wow.
I got couples therapy going on because my girl is trying to manage the headlines. I got individual therapy on, trying to manage all of the headlines and just being loud on a public scale and feeling like you're going insane to a certain degree because you're howling at the moon in a sense where people don't believe you even though you're saying it clear
Right.
and clean like that of Neutrogena.
I just don't believe him because he seems like he's full of shit. I mean, when you look at his whole character, how he presents himself, how he continuously talks about this, but he wants everybody to wait until court. Now,
Yeah.
it's not adding up, my nigga. I know that you feel this way about what you went through and all of that, but if you really went through something traumatic like this, you don't sound like a victim. You sound like a person that's seeking a payday and you feel like you're gonna get it because you got so much evidence.
That's
now,
a fact.
let's listen to more
That's a fact.
about what Cardi B
That's a
had to
Fendi
say
fact.
because I totally agree with what she says in this clip.
Imagine a nigga being such a hater, you steal from somebody, you hate the fact that they didn't forgive you because you stole from them. You didn't like the everybody around your circle knew that you stole. So what you did, you went and you put the worst allegations, the worst allegation on a man. I never
But one thing I don't do, one thing I don't do is listen to a man's woman. As far as like, cause let's be for real, like, you know what I'm saying? She only going off of what he told her, you know what I mean? So, it's three sides to a story, So take it with a grain of salt, What you think, man?
Shit, they can hide it from the world. What makes you think they can't hide it from you and y'all sleep together?
On God.
seen another man want to be involved so much with have those allegations with another man. Not only that, I never seen a man be obsessed with another man like that. Cause I got bitches and I got niggas obsessed, be obsessed. But a whole man that got kids obsessed with another man is crazy. And on top of
Crazy.
that, pocket watching another man is crazy. Pocket watching a nigga career, pocket watching.
Now, the part that I agree with is her saying, why would you want to have these allegations or put yourself into a situation where these allegations that you putting on somebody are attached to you? When you said a man put his tongue in your ear.
Yeah, that's wild.
You said you was in a car with him and he pulled that. Hey, listen, man, put a pause and a disclaimer on all this shit because they
Big
wild.
pause.
But now he's on Vlad TV. Now the thing about Vlad is gonna ask you everything. And not only are we hearing about this with him and Stephon Diggs, but at one point in time, he was working with Gervonta Davis. Now, he talks about his relationship with Gervonta Davis.
Oh, yeah,
how they
I did
started
hear about
together
that
because
shit.
he's
Nigga
from
said
Baltimore as
Gervonta
well.
Davis owe him
But then
money
he
and
starts
shit.
talking about money, and the common thread is not only, sexual allegations, but money. Like, he always having some sort of money problems. Yet he speaks about like the expenses and how much his rent was or whatever he had to pay for and how he was working. Just listen to what he have to say.
But you said it went left? That's correct.
Okay, because at one point you said that he owes you a bunch of money.
He did owe me money, yeah. He does owe me money. Currently, he still owes me money, yeah, that's a fact.
How much does he owe you?
Well, at that point in time, my bills probably were about $20,000 a month. And throughout the negotiation period, when he was just about to get that Amazon deal, he looked around and said, I'm buttoning up all aspects of my business. When we go through the process of working through my deal and just getting everything situated, his business manager is Al Heyman.
Oh.
There's a man by the name of Ravone 6'4" Littlejohn that is an extension of Al Heyman and is with Gervonta Davis on a day-to-day basis, at least at that point in time. And 6'4" just kept telling me, and this is like October, November, December, January. So like 4 months of me working back and forth with him, pardon me, and developing this line that he wanted to bring to the world, just like leveraging all aspects of his business, put some merch out there. And he wanted me to head it up. And throughout the negotiations, he wasn't paying me, but he knew my expenses. So if I'm giving you my time, I'm giving you my energy, and my bills are stacking up 20, 40, 60, 80, 4 months.
Now, you should be compensated for your time and the work that you put in. But your bills was your bills. Now, he says that his bills was 20 bands a month. Now, at the point where you started working with Gervonta Davis, this is early on in his career, right before he takes off, becomes a champ and all that.
Like, bro,
You had
even as a rich
expenses
nigga, bro,
of
I ain't
up
about
to
to have
20
those type of
bands a
bills,
month.
dog.
Regardless to what he owes you or could have owed you at that time, you supposed to be paying your bills, my nigga. You are a grown ass man. And this, what he speaks on, what he says, makes me feel like he's a diva, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like it makes me feel like this nigga's a diva. What was you doing before that?
Hey,
What was you
bro,
doing to
shout out
have
to
expenses
shout out to Black Boy Max, first diva rapper, first male diva.
of up to 20 bands a month before you met Gervonta Davis? I'm a person who's going through my own financial strife with niggas that don't want to pay and then think that they could just kick you out the whip and they could just keep all the money to themselves and act like ain't nothing ever happened. So I can sympathize with that. I can understand that. But hearing this nigga, it just strikes me the wrong way.
Things situated, we iron out the details. It's gonna make sense for me to be able to afford my life and be able to continue to scale and all of the above. He tells me to fly, 6'4", tells me to fly back to California and get prepared to get ready to work. It's like a Tuesday or something like that. And he says that the contract will be in my email by the end of the week. Thursday, Friday comes.
You can choose a meal deal for just $5 or $6.
And no contract.
No contract. And I kind of wonder why, right? I wonder why. Now, if he says that he's the person that's like, you know, basically a clothing or a, how can I say, a stylist. You know, stylists are basically architects to an artist's brand. When you see them, how they dress, not only how they dress, but down to the accessories, down to the way they take flicks, all of that. I've seen stylists put in real work. But if you was all of that at that time and they didn't see the value, it could be one or two things. You could have got done dirty. And it's fucked up if you get done dirty like that.
Real fucked
but
up.
also, I'm judging the man's character. Because, you know, when everybody speaks on whatever problem they had with former, you know, management client, etc., and they speaking from their own point of view, they don't really bring up the things that they may have done wrong in that sense, right? Now, you got to be honest and say, yo, I could have done better, or I might have slipped when I did this, and this could have led to that. But for him to just completely drop you like it's nothing, and then he owes you money, but you had all these bills, it's kind of makes you think, what did you do in the sense? And judging by his character, how he plays, how he is after the fact of everybody he's dealt with, it gives some flaws as to what he could have possibly been doing prior. Now, I don't think that Stephon Diggs is out of the fucking woods with this. I told y'all, I don't think he a blade. A lot of y'all said that he DL and all of that. I mean, we don't have actual proof of that. You have women who feel like if you mess with multiple women all the time, that makes you gay, which I think is crazy. You have people who think, oh, well, he does take some weird ass pictures and he does have like feminine ways in his aesthetic, but that also don't make you gay, right? You could just be on some weird shit. You know what I mean? Now, he explains further and further, and we'll go down the line of the shit he's talking about, but I just don't see him being right in this.
I was done wrong. And after 4 months of not getting paid, I get some BS text along the lines of telling me why I'm not gonna get my contract, and I'm left with 4 months of bills to be able to figure out how I'm gonna back pay. And he's still running off with my ideas and wearing my clothes and all of the above. And it was really just because of him having an episode one day and me not subscribing to that of the yes man mentality.
Here's a silver lining for him. I agree with not subscribing to the yes man mentality when you have a client and they want to be insubordinate and they don't want to be coached and they don't want to listen. So I understand all of that. But at the same time, you know, why do niggas keep beating you up and not paying you? Like, what's up, bro? Why you keep getting beat up and not paid?
Well, after the fallout, you questioned his sexuality and said, live your truth.
I felt like I wasn't questioning any realm of sexuality in regard to Gervonta Davis. But I definitely started seeing him do things that were a tad different than that of whom I met back in, I believe, maybe 2017. I think that's when he became world champion against Pedraza, January 17. Don't quote me. I'm just speaking from memory. But yeah, I saw things that were different than that of whom I known to become like a best friend and a brother to me. Wearing a ponytail and not being a man on your word. And
wearing a ponytail doesn't make you gay.
See, earlier,
Right, like that's
Cardi B.
That's crazy. I got a ponytail on right now. The fuck? Like, fucking try me out, nigga. Like, fuck all niggas, bro.
Of projection. But it seems as if he projects. See, he telling people live their truth. Oh, he had a ponytail. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Now, ultimately, man, I'm tuned in for the next episode or whatever this nigga got going on because I'm entertained and I want to figure out what the story is. But ultimately, he just seems like a liar to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm
straight
not
up cap.
I think that he's just a weirdo and he probably had a cool aesthetic that niggas like to have around, and he possibly did have an eye for some fly shit and trying to put outfits together and all that. But it also seems as if you weighing out your welcome. Now, Cardi B accused him of stealing. Now, if this nigga was stealing and shit, I could see why niggas put their hands, feet, and elbows on you. You feel me? And if you had them same traits back in the day when you was around Gervonta, I don't think I've ever seen Gervonta say anything about him. But if you was that person then in this situation with Stephon Diggs, then you was that person back in the day when you was around Gervonta. He keeps saying, yo, we got to go to court. Let us go to court. Y'all going to see the truth. And we will. We will. I mean, what's the over and under? Do y'all niggas think that he's telling the truth? Remember what Stephon Diggs said. Yo, if you got all of that, whatever, put it out. I want to see it. Put it out. I don't think if he had something to hide, he'd be publicly saying some shit like that. You feel me? But y'all tell me what y'all think. I know y'all still think that Stephon is DL. Y'all still think that he put his tongue in his ear and all that other shit. I feel like the allegations is horrible to even have that on your name, and he wants to just embarrass the people that he used to work with.
Y'all want to know what I think? I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Play solo.
I think
after work, at your own pace, no stress.
I think that nigga
I built
like
this website in 5 minutes with Wix Harmony. So I came across this image
he
recently and
trying
thought
to
to
get
myself, what if I
publicity
built an entire brand around
off
this?
of
And
it,
so
but I think that nigga really is.
Yo, this Chris Blake.
I think that nigga. I think that nigga Stephen Diggs a weird ass nigga too, and not saying like being gay is weird. What I'm saying is I think that nigga is a manhandler. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna call him. He's a manhandler. That nigga. He you feel me? He take man booty. I'm gonna be for real. I think that nigga's a creep, but I also think the other nigga
probably,
you know what I'm saying?
All right with that shit.
Yeah, but
all right with that
shit. Now he trying to get some publicity and shit. You feel me? But on the low ski, I think that nigga go ski. I ain't even gonna cap ski. You did ski. But let's go to the next joint. What we got up? What's going on YouTube tonight, man? What going on, man? Come on, man. Charleston White again, bro. I ain't even about that. Fuck that nigga. War with Atlanta. Okay. My nigga Zevi just dropped this shit. I'm about to check out Zevi, bro. Hey, shout out to that nigga Zevi. I'm gonna check out Zevi and I'm gonna check out my girl River. I'm gonna check her out too. We're gonna check both of you. I want to see what the fuck Zevi got to say about this NBA YoungBoy shit. Cause this nigga is the dumbest fucking rapper I ever met in my life. I mean, I never even met this motherfucker.
Yeah, so NBA YoungBoy had a problem. For those of you that don't know, a lot of people, he has a massive fanboy base, but I think people have a general guess as to who NBA YoungBoy is as a person, or YoungBoy Never Broke Again. We're gonna call him YoungBoy from here on out. Is as a person, but they don't know him. Just like Drake when all this stuff starts coming out about Drake during the beef, people have their own thoughts of who this person Drake is, so they cannot believe. They said, no. My beliefs are Drake is a super suave guy who has zero problems in his life at all, so you must be wrong. Kendrick, you must be lying. All y'all just must be hating. For Young Boy, people believe he's a hard gangster, kid and all that. And, maybe that's true, maybe that's not, but that's not really the point. The point is he has nuances to him as a person. So all the clips I've seen of Young Boy, and I don't even have to mention the clips because he's said this himself many times. He says he's a sensitive guy, really. Like he says like he be getting upset, he be getting mad, and not so much in like a gangster way, it seems, but just like in an emotional way. Okay, he said what in this one song. What did he say? And okay, so look, fun fact. Let's go back a little bit more. Fun fact. NBA Young Boy has
Nursing feel like a nightmare? Get help 24/7.
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play Unlocked on PC with Google Play Games.
God
Unlock
damn, this
bigger
shit is
screens.
cooking me, bro. I'm getting cooked right now. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Never been a
I'm
fan
getting
of,
cooked.
let's say, the industry. He has 2 songs called F the Industry, right?
Oh, just straight to it.
Just straight to it, where he's cussing out every rapper, saying with genuine fury and passion, I hate you. In fact, he literally said that in what, and it was low-key a bar to me. And this was after Industry 2, because he rapping, he going off the clip, and at one point he said, "Oh no, I hate you, I hate y'all." Like he just comes out saying, like, just in case there's any confusion, I hate you.
I like that.
Yeah, he's talking with fear about. He just cussing everybody out, and I'm listening to the people he cussing out, and I'm saying like they probably thinking, why he saying me for? He said at one point, and remember the point of all this is to just show you Young Boy's mindset. Okay,
shall I just read it?
Do me a favor. Read me the line where he mentions his problem with J. Cole. It's closer to the beginning of the song. It's F the Industry 2. Okay.
Yeah, I see it. So,
okay, go ahead. Read that out for the people.
Talk to Drake. Cross FaceTime. He wasn't feeling me. Told me that he F with Dirk. Damn. That's getting to me.
Yeah, see, now here's a fun fact for you. Pause real quick because this is going to be important to the story. Young Boy has had a very, very, very... what's the...
Tumultuous?
Tumultuous, yeah,
tumultuous.
But there's a word where it's like
Look,
high profile. Yeah, high
word.
profile beef with Lil Durk and the folk of Chicago for a very, very, very long time. So he said Drake messes with Durk. So go ahead.
Oh, told me that he liked the I'm doing, but can't do with me. So when we cross our ways, F what you say, B, you my enemy.
So, well, yeah, there you go. So he's saying, look, man, and this is very important to the Young Boy story again, because another huge thing he doesn't like is, in his eyes, that's important, two-faced people who he believes is two-faced. So he's saying, look, this guy likes Lil Durk. He knows I don't like Lil Durk, but he's still gonna call me on FaceTime and say he messed with my songs, but he's not gonna do a song with me. F that guy. You know, that guy is gone. He is dead to me. Okay, so keep going.
Hey, that nigga tried the fuck out of that nigga, bro.
I mean, in the moment, you know what I'm saying, when the beef was popping off, everybody get like, we understood why he was mad. It wasn't like he had no reason. But, you know, now that we looking back on it, the way he is,
I guess that's relative.
It just really depends on who on the side of that piece of paper.
A nigga like me, like, I don't know. You get to my age, bro. Certain shit just don't even be important. Don't even be, you know what I'm saying, big enough to even trip about, like, songs. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck these little songs.
I mean, yeah, them little song beats, it don't be mad. It just shit. If it sounds good to me, it sounds good.
And then it's like you can't say, "Oh, you on the block." You can't compare it to no type of street shit.
It's purely
Because
just music
this
beef.
is music. It's music. Then nigga might rebuttal and say, "Oh, the music industry is the streets now." Well, you can't say that either because soon as goddamn some shit pop off, certain niggas in them same industry brushing shoulders with these same niggas that claim to be street niggas, they be the first ones to say they ain't street or this ain't no street shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, woo.
About it. Mm.
J.A. derogatory female slur.
Uh-huh. He's talking about J. Cole here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That N played it cold, like he was going to do a feature. So I texted his line, a muscle sign. I swear it's going to be nice to meet you.
No, that line be...
I would not want to meet him after that.
No, that line be killing me, dude. That line be killing me, dude. He said, I texted J. Cole. He said, J. Cole said he wanted to do a feature. So I texted him. And he when feeling he ain't respond like that. So it's going to be nice. Wait till I see you in this.
That is actually unhinged.
Because I didn't want to do a feature with you. Excuse. Now let me go further into the story because I heard YoungBoy in an interview mention further about why he doesn't rock with J. Cole. And YoungBoy, another thing about him, he wears his heart on his sleeve. Okay,
that's a romantic way to put it.
He really does. So where it might have been the translation of these lyrics on Genius or something like that. I don't quite remember, but he said that J. Cole. He said that he was supposed. Excuse me. You're going to see why I'm laughing in a moment. He said that he was supposed to do a feature with J. Cole. Okay. He said, J. Cole called him. He said, you rock with his stuff, and, J. Cole was supposed to do a feature with him. So J. Cole come down to the city, but.
Yeah, y'all know the J. Cole story.
YoungBoy said he wasn't feeling emotionally in the mood to do the feature. He wasn't feeling emotionally in the mood to do. So J. Cole actually was at the studio basically, hey, pull up this and that. And he said, I don't like my energy right now. I'm not feeling my energy, so I'm not gonna show up. And then YoungBoy started getting mad. Like, what are you talking about? He started talking about stuff so J. Cole not gonna do a song with me. So next time I start feeling the energy, like J. Cole wasn't, I guess he wasn't with it, and that kind of made me feel some type of way because I did the right thing by not.
But let's slow down right there though, because when we got J. Cole's side of the story, J. Cole actually stated how that nigga sat in the studio for hours and hours. Hours waiting on that nigga YB to show up. And YB didn't text until hours later saying he wasn't feeling the energy, he wasn't pulling up. That was all after the fact. That's horrible communication. That's, oh my God.
By understanding my feelings, basically, and he didn't say the understanding my feelings part. I added that part in. Because I actually do think it is genuinely dope to understand your feelings, but at the same time, you have a job to do. Anyway, he said, because I decided not to pull up to the studio because I wasn't feeling the energy, and I didn't want to bring that around people, and you're not gonna rock with me because of that. You're not gonna do another feature with me because of that. All right, bet. I swear it's gonna be nice to meet you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so. And I think that's kind of interesting because, again, like I just said, at one hand, it's cool to understand your feelings, but on J. Cole's side, he understands his feelings as well, right? He's going to the studio to meet with this dude to make a feature, make a song, and the dude's just not gonna pull up. He's not gonna show up. You're gonna feel like you got ghosted in a sense. You're like, okay, I'm not gonna do a feature with you again. Respectfully, though. Like, you might have your reasons, you might have this and that, but I'm making time for this. And all that. Like, that's just not somebody who I want to work with. That's respecting his own feelings as well. You know what I'm saying? In J. Cole's stance. So Young Boy's mindset, you can see it. He's just like, and he's upset at Jermaine Cole about it. So that's you. If you slight this dude, you his enemy for. And on top of that, he don't like what he perceives as two-facedness. Now, all that to say, let's get to Future. Okay, so, and this is just something. This was like someone's speculation, but Future, it was getting close to Lil Durk. Again, I'm gonna say it again. This was somebody's speculation. So Future getting close.
Future was already close to Durk before YB even started rapping. Like, I could take you all the way back to 2014, 2015. Future and Durk got tracks together. Like,
to Lil Durk, and again, Young Boy has had a
loyalty
heavy
run
beef
deeper
with
and Future stepped heavy in Chicago. You gotta understand, like, you got niggas like Zona Man fucking with Future, all of them niggas, bro. Like, bro, that loyalty run deeper than just a couple of rap songs that we got together. You did what I'm saying? That's why I be saying, like, songs, this shit just be stupid to me these days. Back when I was younger, like, yeah, I understand the mentality. You feel me? But, you know, it get to a point where certain shit is just stupid. You dig? It's just stupid. That shit dumb as hell. Fucking songs, dog.
You saw what he said about Drake in the song. Hey, look, Drake getting close to Lil Durk, but Drake's gonna say he rock with music. I don't rock with Drake. So you see Future getting close with Lil Durk, but then at the same time, Future and Young Boy are friends, and they're like, so Young Boy probably sitting there thinking like, yo, like what the, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not, you know, that's not kosher to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they Lil Durk, but then at the same time, rock with Drake. So you see Drake getting close to Lil Durk, but Drake's gonna say he rock with music. I don't rock with Drake. So you see Future getting close with Lil Durk, but then at the same time, Future and Young Boy are friends, and they're like, so Young Boy probably sitting there thinking like, yo, like what the.
Future ain't friends with none of these niggas. I would keep it 100 with y'all, bro. Like, come on, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, Future one of the last real rappers. What I mean by that is, like, he know how to play the game. And you can't get mad at a nigga for knowing how to play the game. And that's how he survived this long in the game. He knows how to play it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, you know, that's not kosher to me. Okay. On top of that, stacking on top of that, this is something else I heard. Okay. It's that.
Play a story-driven game that drops you into the 20th century. Smooth music, graphics, and gameplay make for an unforgettable individual journey.
This might be my last video. I ain't even going to. Might be goddamn done.
In Future's new album, because Future just released an album. Young Boy was supposed to be on the album, but nigga, his verse was scrapped. Now, I tell you these two things, I really want to highlight the fact that this is something I saw on the internet, and they sound very close to what makes sense to be true. That's why I care to mention them. But again, I'm just gonna say it with a grain of salt, because if I'm telling you something, everything I tell you in my past videos is facts. It is facts, because I've absolutely vetted these things. This one I have not 100% vetted. Okay.
Xavier don't play by his sources.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. So these two I haven't 100% vetted, but they sound like they make sense to the story. Okay. Now, what we do know for sure is Young Boy be getting heated, and he be getting heated quick and fast, and you've seen it in his past in the videos that he just came out with beefing with Future. He just comes off the clip heated at Future at first, right? That's how things started. He just comes out and he kind of sneak dissing. Now, it's not, he doesn't say Future's name specifically, but it's like, all right, like who else could he be talking about? So he gets on a call with Offset, and that's probably the call that you may have seen where you're talking to Offset, and he's super calm, he's chilling, you know, a young boy saying, look, I'm not gonna lie, like I was in my feelings. Like he understands this about himself, right? That's something else you can gather from seeing these past videos of young boy. He seems emotionally all over the place, but he seems like he understands that fact. He said, look, like I was tripping. I was bugging out. I'm not gonna lie. And Offset was saying, yeah, I just wanted to like tell you, like, you know, you're my boy and all that. I just wanted to tell you, like, you know, I think you was wrong. You was wrong. And, you know, young boy said, look, like I just said, I was in the wrong. And I want to apologize to everyone I may or may not have been talking about. I genuinely apologize because like I would let my emotions get the best of me. And, you know, we could all shake hands and we could all turn things off there. But a few hours later, or I believe they said a few minutes later, young boy comes out with another video cussing Future out. And remember, he ain't mentioned Future by name. He let it off the clip. Now, I lied to you a little bit because at the very start of this video, when he pops his camera up, in the background, you hear his wife saying, young boy, give yourself 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes because you might calm down in 10 minutes. And young boy, like, he actually taking in her words and he like, you know what? I'm going to give it 10 seconds. Because I probably should think about this. I'm going to give it 10 seconds. She's like, you're going to regret posting it, so give yourself some time. And she sounded like an exhausted mother. I'm not going to lie. And he's like, all right, you're right. I'm going to give it 10 seconds, okay? 1, 2, 3, man, Future man, and he explodes.
That nigga piped before
3 seconds in, he gave it the old college try. I'm not gonna lie.
That nigga didn't even try.
He gave it a fight. He gave it the best fight he could, but he just couldn't hold it in. 3 seconds in, that boy explodes, started cussing out Future. After this, young boy drops a diss song towards pretty much all of Atlanta. And so Atlanta rappers come out, basically cussing him out, basically saying, dude, like you tripping, you wilding. And so he started cussing out each of these Atlanta rappers out individually. And that's why y'all probably saw young boy beefing with a bunch of young boy beefing videos. They weren't all directed at Future. At some point, they started turning towards the Atlanta rappers. You know, and that's pretty much it with the story. There might be more to it. There might be less to it. But I'm not going to lie. I was not following it too heavy.
Yeah, let's be for real. Nobody really was. But, yeah, bro, that nigga done this Future, this the Atlanta, this me, this my kids. Man, fuck YB. That ass, bro. Fuck YB. But, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm gonna take it in for the night, bro. I'm tired as hell, bro. I've been working all day, bro. I'm tired as fuck. So, you know, it's Teezy. Woo, woo. Got my little brother Tunk with me. Go follow him, follow his channel. I got it down there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. So